this time you have read a bit of my CV. I am originally from the Philippines and I came here 38 years ago. And I was just invited to do a presentation of how to do a Filipino dish. And the dish that I have selected for you to work with me is very, very flexible, easy to cook, and the reason why I say flexible because you can either minus or add. Alright? So it's according to your taste, really. I'd love to share the love of this dish by my grandmother, and which was passed on to generation, and it will be in our family anyway. So the dish is a healing dish. Arroz caldo means arroz rice, arroz is Spanish, and caldo is broth. So simply rice and broth. It is a food that was originally from China, mainland. And it is always a breakfast food and a side dish for Chinese people. In our family, my grandmother, who married a part Chinese man, she started cooking dish. During their time, it was really very, very hard to find food, although they are farmers. So what she did, my grandfather, great-grandfather, decided to say, look, why don't you feed the kids with congee? See, this congee is the arroz caldo, which is rice and broth. So they boiled my grandmother, not just plain broth, but because they're farmers, they had chicken. So she killed the chicken, butchered the chicken, cut it into pieces, and then cooked the meat in different dishes, and then got the bones and boiled the bones. So that's where you're having now. I boiled the bones for 3 hours. Alright? So you can have this beautiful broth that you can mix with your rice. That rice was fed by my aunties, my great aunties rather. And because they were growing up, money is very scarce, so they had to live out of the farm they produce out of the farm. Also, this dish is also fed with 6 months old baby. You know how you introduce solid food? Then this is the best food you can introduce to your children and grandchildren. At the age of 6 months, you started to introduce them with mashed potato, apple, pear, and all this. But this one is a nutritious food that you can give to your grandchildren. Start them with the broth and mash the rice. And then you can feed the kids with it. If you are sick, also the women who had the children, in the Philippines we have a culture that if you just delivered your baby, you are restricted with the type of food you eat because your milk has to be so pure for your baby. So it's either fish or chicken were the main food that you can eat, but in form of soup. The soup encourages the mammary glands to produce more milk. So that's another practice that we have. If you have a high temperature, do you eat solid food? No. What do you eat in the Philippines? This chicken broth. So if you're running, let's say if you're having stomach upset, my grandmother realized chicken is not just the meat that you can cook with this, the fish. If you're diabetes, it's the fish. So the same procedure that we're going to do today, you can do it with fish, you can do it with chicken, or you can do it just plain vegetable broth and rice. So all the nutrition goes into the broth, mix it with your rice, you have carbohydrate that is gluten-free as well. Rice is gluten-free. Spinach is very rich in vitamin A and iron. The spring onion is antioxidant. Onion, ginger, garlic, they are antioxidants. The more you use, the better. But for the sake of this cooking, as I said, it's a flexible one. You can either minimize. If you don't like the taste of ginger, you do a third of the ginger, as long as you have ginger. If you don't like onions, do a third. If you don't like garlic, similarly. As long as you have a bit of this and a bit of that, that will be just fine. For this recipe, I don't expect you to follow it strictly, but I will show you how to do it, and then you can do it according to your taste. Is that fair? Excellent. I sliced a bit of ginger this morning. Cut it in twice and just chop it very fine, instead of grating it, because I don't like you grating your fingers as well, or your nails. So I washed the spring onion, I washed the spinach, and then I crushed the garlic with mortar and pestle, and I just cut it. I just crack the garlic, peel it, and then. What is very important about the garlic, don't crush it too much, because I'd like you to put it as a garnishing as well in the end. And then onion. If onion is a bit too much for you because it's a big onion, drop water, half the one that you have on your veg. Anything that you do not like out of these ingredients, just minimize. Right? But what is important, you have the ginger in it. Okay? So because ginger balance, in our cooking, ginger is a primary ingredient, especially if you're cooking fish and chicken. It balances the taste of those meat. So this is what I did this morning. Now, quail eggs. Why did I show you quail eggs? I was born and brought up on a farm, and we raise quails. And quails are very, they're delicious, and they're expensive. Restaurants in the Philippines are looking for quail because foreigners like quails. So my father started growing quails. And when we were young, because we had bantam chicken as pets, and I don't want to eat those eggs. I said, no, they're the bantam chicken eggs. And my father said, no, they're quail eggs. So quails are expensive. So I did this, so I just can show you how to do it. Alright? You fry it until it's golden brown. Okay, you ready to wash your rice until you get the water clear. Alright? Yeah. Why? Because you want to get rid of the starch. If you're diabetes, you don't want starch. Turn into sugar. Okay. What I'm going to do first is to put the garlic. Okay. So keep tossing your garlic in the pan so that the taste of the garlic will stay in the pan, in the oil rather. So when it's golden brown, you dish it out and put it in a bowl. And then add your ginger and onion. Who would like the smell of garlic? Don't you love it?
I love it.
And also, what I did not tell you, another secret of this, because I'm not quite sure whether you like fish sauce, because that's what we use to saute this, and it really brings the aroma. It's a glutinous rice. It's a special one, yes. So when you buy it from the supermarket, you ask for glutinous rice. When we were growing up, we had different variety of rice, right? And we have also a special rice, which we call Milagrosa. Can you remember, Agnes? Milagrosa is a very small grain of rice, but the aroma is unbelievable. Unbelievable. And my father only milled that when we had special occasion like weddings, just a special occasion. Because to buy it in the Philippines, that Milagrosa, 9 of us went to school, universities, that's all because of the farming of my parents. I admire my parents, how they did it, but they did it. I never saw them having a snooze, I never saw them asleep at night. They're always working, always working. But when we started, my father used to say to us, this is all we could give you, your education. And you bring me your diploma today, get a job tomorrow, you can get married the next day. That's he always reminded us. Okay. So we dare not finish our university. And it's true, my elder sister, she graduated, handed the diploma to my father, and then the next day she got a job with a bank, and then the third day she brought her fiancé back home, and she said, I'm getting married. And my father said, how long has this been going on? But my mother said, but that is not the agreement. The agreement is they can get married. So I was the only one who was brave enough not to get married. My elder sister got married at the age of 21. My second to the elder sister married at 22. The rest 23, 24, my brothers. Okay, now what we do is to now put the onion and the ginger together. These two spices we're going to blend the taste together. So which is really what we want to achieve on this recipe. Now we're going to cut the chicken. So it really doesn't matter what size and shape you cut it, as long as you cut it so once your onions collapse, you can now add the chicken into the pan. Okay, you keep on tossing this, alright? So once the meat is started to change color, so you just have a bit of salt. Okay. Now, once the chicken harden up and change in color, you can add the rice. Okay? And keep on tossing it. Because the chicken and rice will cook together at the same time. I did not put a lot of salt. I did not put, because I want you to taste it first before you, because I don't know whether people will have a salty taste or not. Okay, yeah, just a pinch of pepper. White pepper. Just white pepper, and now we can put the broth in. Voila, all you have to do is just wait. That's done. When you're doing your spring onions, just cut the tips off. But when you're preparing, it is important that when you're making broth that you can put in the freezer, especially in winter, you can also include this in your. So at the bottom of your stock pot, you're going to put onion, spring onion, peppercorn, and also carrot, celery. Then put the bones on top of your vegetable and boil it. And so once you reach the boiling point, you simmer it for 2-3 hours. And then you have beautiful stuff. Don't stir it at all. And then you just strain it and then make all your vegetables into another soup. Once you put the chicken in, keep on tossing it, and then once it turns out to be white, just put your rice in and stock together. Toss it and put your stock in together. You don't keep on stirring it, just stir it occasionally to avoid sticking at the bottom of the pan.